Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Fantasy Football Fever. It is Friday night, January 6th, 2023. Hope all of you had a great New Year's holiday. Hopefully, everybody was safe. My name is Tim McClellan. Joining me tonight is our league commissioner, Mr. John Natale. How you doing, sir?
Yep. Good evening, everybody. Doing pretty good.
Good to hear, bro. I believe our technical director, Ari Neighbor, I think she could be coming on the show here in a little while. I believe our good friend John Flynn is probably not going to be available for the show tonight. But of course, that's no excuse for you people not to click on one of those three links down in the description area so you can listen to Hooked on Sports with John Flynn. He's got two shows during the season, during the NFL season. He's got a lot to talk about, and I'm sure you'll be interested to hear what he's got to say. Well, this has been a very, very shocking week in the NFL. It was a Monday night game, Bills against Bengals. We are all hoping for an awesome game between these two teams. But as many of y'all know, Bills defenseman Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field after he made a play. I think it was like 6 minutes, just 6 minutes into the first quarter. And CPR had to be done on him, and he was rushed to the hospital. Well, we were all just hoping for the best but expecting the worst. But thank the good Lord, according to reports this morning, he is moving his hands and arms and his legs a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He's able to talk some. It's just a miracle that he is surviving right now. We're still sending out our prayers to Damar and his family and the entire Bills Mafia. And one of the most amazing things is that someone set up a GoFundMe campaign for him. The goal was, I think, between $2,500 and $5,000.
Right.
At this very moment, that GoFundMe campaign has reached over $8 million.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is absolutely amazing. Our thoughts and our prayers go to Damar and his family and the Bills family and the Bills organization and all the Bills fans. Bills fans out there, we love you. We're praying for y'all. We're praying for Damar. So hopefully he's going to pull out of this just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so. Well, anyway, we're going to do things a little bit differently tonight. We're going to make our first thing to do. We're going to go ahead and make our picks for our games. And let's see here.
Okay.
This here is let me get the schedule up here.
Okay. Gotta turn up my volume here a little bit while you're doing that.
Yeah, we're falling behind a little bit, and my system is still a little shaky here. So
I hear you loud and clear.
Actually, what Flynn sent to us was basically his picks right here.
Yes.
And, we'll go ahead and
I just don't think he posted the spreads unless he sent it to you privately.
Put this on the screen.
Right.
Actually, he did not.
Okay.
Actually, he did not. He just showed me about for our straight up picks and for our spread picks. So
okay.
Let's see his message that he sent to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, week 17 last week I went 13-2 straight up picks, which is not too shabby
Wow.
for me.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good. But I went 5-10 against the spread, though. So, and then Natalie, you went 11-4 against the spread. Not too bad. No, 11-4 straight up, 5-10 against the spread. And Flynn went 10-5 straight up and 6-9 against the spread. So, and he really hasn't given me, well, actually, right here. So, for reason we know Flynn has a record of 162, 91, and 2 on the straight up picks. And he has a record of 134, 114, and 7 against the spread here. So, with that being said, let's want to try to get this out because he didn't give me any, hadn't really given me any spreads for the games here. I'll look them up right here on ESPN.com. And let's see if we can pull this up here. Okay, the first game, of course, we got two Saturday games. Saturday doubleheader. The first one is at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, where it will be the Kansas City Chiefs looking to try to get that number one overall seed in the AFC. They will be the Raiders. And right now, Kansas City are 9.5-point favorites. As you see, Flynn, right? He's got Kansas City winning, but he's also got Las Vegas covering. Chiefs 27, Raiders 23. So, how about this one?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, the Chiefs I think are still the better team here, and most likely they're probably going to clinch the number one seed. It just depends on how this scheduling is going to work. Because with that Bills and Bengals cancellation, it kind of messes up the whole schedule and whatnot. So we got to see who gets the number one seed here. But Raiders are already eliminated; they have nothing to play for. So I have the Chiefs winning this game, but they're just barely going to cover the spread. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Chiefs are just barely going to cover. So I'm going to go 27-16. Yeah, Chiefs win and they just barely cover.
27-16.
Yes.
Just barely cover. Well, I've definitely got the Chiefs winning and covering this one. Las Vegas has been pretty good here lately, but the Chiefs, as you said, are the better team. And I am going to go ahead and take the Chiefs to win and cover. Give me the Chiefs by a score of 33-24. And before we go any further, we have some visitors that I want to give a shout out to. There's my buddy Dashy, Mask Deadly Dashy 937. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for watching. Hope you're doing good. I hope your Bengals have a good game. We'll be talking about them here in just a little while. And, of course, we have another visitor here. Oh, LC Muscles, one of my fellow horsemen on the Four Horsemen Pick'ems over on Alex Putnam's channel, youtube.com/apizzle90, APIZZLE90. We do those shows Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. LC, good luck with the Steelers. We'll be talking about them here in a little while. Right now, let's talk about the other Saturday game. This game is basically for the AFC South Championship. We got the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And let me see that game here. That is a primetime game. Well, both Saturday games are going to be on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus. And let's see here. Let's get that screen up here. Right now. All right, come on, work with me, babe. Work with me. Jacksonville, Natalie, Jacksonville is 6.5-point favorites. So, what do you see here?
Yeah, this one is a tough one because both teams here are essentially facing a win or go home here. The winner here gets the division title. Yeah. If the Titans lose, they're definitely eliminated. If the Jaguars lose, they're not necessarily eliminated. I was looking at the scenarios. They could fall to the 7th seed, but in order for them to make the playoffs for losing, they would need 3 other teams to lose as well. I mean, I forgot who they were, but the same goes. I think it's going to be a pretty close one. I think Jacksonville, though, is just narrowly going to edge out and make their way into the playoffs. What did you say the spread was again? You said 6, right? You say it was a 6-point favorite?
Uh, 6.5.
Okay, yeah, I do have the Jaguars winning, but the Titans covering.
6.5.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have Jacksonville winning, but the Titans are going to cover 28-24.
Oh, interesting. Tennessee has, in my opinion, has been one of the most disappointing teams of the year. They started strong, but I guess they've got injuries and especially to their don't know if he's going to be able to play in this one, but I guess the Titans. Of course, this is for a division, so I would go ahead and try to start him if at all possible. But right. Jacksonville has been really warming up over the last few weeks. Trevor Lawrence has just been doing a great job with them boys. I'm going to say Jacksonville will win and cover. Give me the Jaguars for the AFC South title, 28-14. And as y'all can probably see up there, Flynn has the Jags winning and covering as well. He's going Jags 27-17 over the Titans. Now we're going to go to the Sunday slate of games. Starting where the Falcons are going to be playing host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Get that one. Let me take a look at this one here. I'm pretty sure Buccaneers, Falcons. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. And I think the Buccaneers with a win will pretty much clinch the NFC South.
Yeah, they already did.
And
about a week.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they did.
Atlanta by 4 on this one. I think they already did. Okay, so the Bucks are South champions. Falcons are picked by 4.
Very interesting.
I kind of have a weird score on this game. Whether or not Brady decides to play in this one. If Brady plays, I say the final is 44-17. But if he sits out, and I don't quite remember who the backup is in Tampa Bay, then I'd say the score would probably be 24-17. But I'm taking the Bucks, and this. I'm telling you, this this laptop here is not.
Yeah, it's getting like spotty
Don't.
here.
So what do you say on this game here?
Yeah, this one was kind of a tough one for me. Pretty much the Bucks really have nothing to play for. They're locked into their seed. They can't move. They can't move up. They can't move down. So based on that, I think even if Brady plays, I don't see him playing the whole game. He might get a series or two. So based on that, I'm going to go with the Falcons here. I have them winning 24-21.
Ah. So what was your score on this one? You're saying you're going with the Falcons. I
Yes,
heard you say
24-21.
24-21 Falcons over the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you're going to be the lone man here because Flynn's got the Bucks over the Falcons. Wow, he has got the Bucks winning, but he's got the Falcons covering. 23-21 Bucks over Falcons.
Oh,
very, very interesting pick right there on his part right there.
Oh yeah.
And anyway, let's go to we're going to go to Buffalo next. Yeah, let me get that one here. Wasn't quite prepared for this thing here. Patriots and Bills over at Highmark Stadium. Bills are, of course, also trying to wrap up the number one seed in the AFC. And Buffalo, according to ESPN, Buffalo is picked 7.5.
Ooh.
And according to Flynn here, he's the Bills winning and covering Bills 20-10 Patriots. So, what do you say about this one?
Yeah, the Patriots basically have a win or go home situation, and if they lose, in all likelihood they're out, but they'll need some help. If they win, they're in. But yeah, Buffalo is the better team. I think New England is, unfortunately, they're going to fall short of making the playoffs. So I have the Bills winning this one 34-24.
All right, 34-24. You got the Bills winning and covering as well as me. I am going to take Buffalo over New England, score of 31-24. And that should really, really improve Buffalo's chances of maybe locking up the number one spot in the AFC. So, in that case, the road to the Super Bowl will go through Buffalo. Right now, we are going to go to Chicago, where the Bears are going to be playing home against the Minnesota Vikings. All right, let me look up that gun. Minnesota and Chicago. Let me look at this here. And of course, you people, I always forget to say this, but we always invite you people that are watching, make your picks along with us and see if you can pick the games better than we can. Right now, we're looking at the Vikings and the Bears, and the Vikings are 6-point favorites. So, what do you see here?
Yeah. This one, I think, is definitely going to be an ugly one for the Bears. Yeah, they're a huge mess right now. I think they could potentially be a number one draft pick, or they're going to definitely be in the top 3. So that team's got to rebound. I believe, what's his name? Justin Fields. I believe he's injured. If I remember correctly, I don't think he's going to be playing. So that's just a a clear mess right there. I see the Vikings winning this one pretty easily, 31-20.
Okay. Winning and covering 31-20 says the tally. I keep blowout. He's got the Vikings winning by a score of 31-3. Very interesting there.
I think he put that as his lock of the week. If I'm not mistaken.
I got this weird feeling that the Bears. I believe he did. I think that might be his lock of the week right there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say I actually think that the Bears may get spread game of the week. I've got a good feeling that the Bears can cover that spread. Who have the keys they can do? I got this one 27-21. Give me Minnesota with the win, but give me Chicago with the points.
Oh, taking them with the points.
Yeah, well, it's interesting how this one turns out.
Oh, yeah.
And it will also be very interesting to see how this one turns out. This could be, I don't know about this one here. Might be good, might be bad. I don't know. Cincinnati. The Bengals are at home against the Baltimore Ravens. I think I should have cell phone instead of trying to get all this here on my laptop here. So we got Baltimore and Cincinnati. And according to ESPN, let's see what they're saying about this one. Oh, and here, Natalie, Bengals are picked by 9.
Bengals are picked by 9. Wow. Yeah, so, actually, I thought that was.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be smaller than that, but wow.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go here. Baltimore is like a question that I'm not sure anybody could answer right now. But even if he did, Cincinnati, I said, is probably one of the most dangerous. The Bengals by a score of 30-20. And according to Flynn here, he's got the Bengals in convincing 31-13.
Oh, wow.
So, Natalie, who you got on this one?
Yeah, actually, I have this as a lot closer than people may think. I think this game, I have this as my my closest in point differential. I see this game going toe-to-toe. I think it's going to go down to the wire. Both teams are fighting for a playoff position. They're both already in. They're just like playing for seeding purposes at this point. But I think the Bengals are just barely going to edge out the Ravens by a very, very small margin. The smallest of margins there can be, 28-27. So I got Bengals winning, but Baltimore covering.
Ooh, 28-27. Ooh. That is going to be something about that.
Yeah, I never do those.
All right. Next game. Wow. I don't think you've ever done something like that. Anyway, now we're going to go to Indianapolis, where they're going to be playing against the Texans. Of course, neither team is going to the playoffs. Houston may have the possibility of maybe getting the first pick in the upcoming draft this year. Oh my gosh, let's get this game up. Let's see. We got it's Houston at Indianapolis. Uh, I think maybe a snooze fest here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see
Yeah,
the line on
if this
this
doesn't scream
one.
Toilet Bowl game, I don't know what does.
Indianapolis is picked by 2.5. And I see a very it just glares out to me like a bad rash. Look at that score that Flynn has. He has neither team gained at least 10 points. And he's actually got the Texans winning over the Colts by a score of 9-7.
Oh, geez. Looks like they're playing baseball, not football.
Playing baseball, but I don't think they have a baseball team in Indiana.
Mm-mm.
Unless there's some kind of maybe a minor league team. Maybe there's a minor league team there, but
possibly.
But I see this as a low. I see this as a low scoring game too, but not as low as what Flynn has it. I actually have the Colts winning this one by a score of 17-13. So I'm a little bit more, just a little bit more generous to these teams than what Flynn is.
Yeah.
How generous are you going to be?
Yeah. Man, yeah, I'm going to be slightly more generous as well. This one, this is still my lowest combined point total between the teams here. And this is a clear toilet bowl game. If this doesn't scream toilet bowl game, I don't know what does. Oddly enough, looking through my week by week picks, there's between these two teams, there's only one team I haven't picked at least once. And for the first time this season, I am picking this team. I am picking the Texans to win this one by a score of 20-17. So if the Texans win, Bears lose, I have the Bears getting the number 1 draft pick in next year's draft.
Got the Bears with the number 1 pick. That would be interesting.
So if Texans win this week and the Bears lose, the Bears would have the number 1 pick.
All right, now we got the New York Jets.
Before we get to the Dolphins game, we got to give a shout out to our good friend Putnam.
What was that?
I was saying for this game, we got to give a shout out to our good buddy Alex Putnam.
Oh, yeah. Oh yes, Alex Putnam, a Pizzle, the leader, the host of the Four Horsemen of Pick'ems. His Dolphins are at home against the New York Jets, and according to ESPN, the Dolphins are picked by 3. Let's see here. Tua, I think, maybe out or not. I don't know. The Jets are starting Joe Flacco. So I guess Zach Wilson's out.
Wow. Definitely did not see that coming.
And Mike White is not available, so they're going to start Joe Flacco. But either way, it doesn't matter which quarterback, in my opinion, is going to start this one. I actually see, Alex, you're going to love me for this. Of course, I mentioned it to you last night on the Four Horsemen Pick'em show. I've got the Dolphins winning this one by a score of 27-24. Fins up. And let's see what the tally here says that the Dolphins will win this one by a score of 20-14. So, Natalie, what do you say?
Mhm.
What do you say there, buddy?
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what I got here. Yeah, this is the Dolphins' last chance here. I think they're on, what is it, like a 5-6 game losing streak, something like that. Yeah, they must
I
win
believe so.
and have the Patriots lose to clinch the final playoff spot. And yeah, I think they're going to do just that. They're barely going to win, but they will win 23-20.
All right. So I guess all three of us are riding with the Dolphins on this one. And
Mm-hmm.
next up, probably another snooze fest here. We got the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints playing in New Orleans. And let's get the information on that one here. It's I headed down, lost it. Okay, Panthers at Saints. Saints are picked by 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, look at that. Flynn has got the Saints winning, but he's got the Panthers covering. This is a 1-point victory for him. He's got the Saints winning 21-20. Wow.
Ooh.
So what do you got on this one?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, both teams are eliminated. Neither one of them really had anything to play for. This was basically like that coin flip game, kind of like a when in doubt, just go with the home team. I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna take the Saints 22-17. Oh, sorry, yeah, Saints 22-17.
All right, then 22-17.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans has pretty much been a dumpster fire probably about the second half of the year. Meanwhile, Carolina, in my opinion, has been slowly burning their way through the season. They're doing pretty good. Actually, I know my thing's not working properly, but I would sound the alarm on this one because this is my upset special.
Ooh.
I've actually got Carolina winning this one by 27-20.
Ooh, interesting.
So that's my upset special for this week.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to Pittsburgh now. The Steelers. Yes, let me get that game called up here. Put that on my screen. Let's see the line on this one. The Browns and Steelers. And it's picked 2.5. So Flynn says Steelers 17, Browns 13.
Interesting.
Okay, sounds interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie, what do you got here with the Browns and Steelers? Who you got?
Yeah. I mean, this game has some serious implications for the Steelers. Yeah, if they win this game, Coach Mike Tomlin will avoid his first losing season. Because yeah, right now they're on the cusp. They have, I believe, 8 wins, 8 losses. So this game will determine if he gets his first losing season or his streak continues.
Yeah.
And also, in order for them to make the playoffs, they need to win and also have the Dolphins and the Patriots both lose. While I do think the Steelers are going to win this game, they're going to come up short in the playoffs, unfortunately, because I think the Dolphins are going to win and knock them out. It's going to be a close game. Browns have nothing to play for; they're eliminated. So Steelers are going to do whatever it takes to try to get in. But sadly, they're going to come up just short for the playoffs. But they're going to win this game. I have them winning 27-22.
All right. I've got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this one too, but I kind of agree with you what you said. Steelers may fall short of getting that final playoff spot, and Mike Tomlin has really done good. Pittsburgh's just been they've just been a little too anyway. It's just Pittsburgh's kind of had a year. I'm just going to say here in Cleveland's just been not good all year long. So I'm going to take the Steelers to take down the Browns by a score of 27-13.
Ooh.
So give me the Steelers on that one, but they're going to need a lot of help if they have a chance for the playoffs. Now we go to the Sunday late games now, and we will begin with the Denver Broncos. They will be at home. I'm getting tired. Sorry about that, folks. Denver is at home against the Los Angeles Chargers, and Denver is 3-point favorites in this one.
Oh, wow.
Flynn has got the Broncos winning, and Flynn's got Broncos winning and covering on this one. He's got the Broncos by a score of 28-24. Meanwhile, I'm actually going with the Chargers on this one. I think Denver is a little bit shaky right now. I'm just going to say Denver comes up short in this one. I'm going with the Chargers by a score of 27-24. So as the former governor of California, you would once said, "Go Chargers, go!"
Yep. Yeah.
Who do you see here?
Yeah. I definitely went in the complete opposite direction of both of you. Not only I agree with you on the Chargers winning, but I have them winning in convincing fashion, 26-15.
Oh, interesting. All right, we'll just see what happens right there. And now we're going to go to the two NFC East matchups here. We have the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, so of course I like to call them the Philadelphia Chickens. A win wraps up not only the NFC East division, so wrap up the NFC top seed throughout the playoffs. Holy smoke! Eagles are picked by 14.
Woo. 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually very understandable.
Flynn has got the Eagles winning and covering in very decisive fashion. He's got the Eagles winning this one by a score of 30-13. So, what do you have to say about this one?
Yeah, this game has some similarities to the Bucks and the Falcons. The Giants have absolutely nothing to play for either. They're locked into the number 6 seed. So in all likelihood, I anticipate them resting their starters. And as it stands right now, it's probably like a 99% chance that Jalen Hurts is going to be available. So that just basically, I think, seals the deal right there. I do think the Giants are going to put up a decent amount of points, but the Eagles are going to put up a lot more. They're going to win this one 34-20. So I have the exact 14 on the nose.
All right. So I got Philadelphia. I got them really crushing those Giants here because no way that I don't think there's any way the Giants can beat the Eagles. I got the Eagles winning this one by a score of 44-14.
Ooh.
And I say the Eagles will go ahead and lock up that NFC #1 seed spot right there. Meanwhile, we're going to go to San Francisco. The 49ers are going to be playing against the Arizona Cardinals. I'd say 49ers, another one of those dangerous NFC teams that you ought to keep your eye on here. Mm-hmm. And let's see here. Got Cardinals and Niners. Let's get to this one. Wow. 49ers are picked by 14.5.
Wow.
So you got the Cardinals. Natalie, what do you see here?
Yeah. Basically, the 49ers, they have a shot at the #1 seed. In order for that to happen, they need to win and have Philly lose. While both scenarios are highly unlikely, I have the Niners still winning this game in commanding fashion, 31-17, and that is my lock of the week.
All right. Y'all heard it. Natalie's locking up the Niners. And you can add me to that because I'm locking the Niners too this week. I've got them winning by a score of 35-20. Got them winning 35-20. And, Flynn sees a blowout here. He's got the Niners just obliterating the Cardinals by a score of 33-9.
Jeez.
So I guess we're all on with the Niners winning and covering. All right, now Tuesday we go for the other NFC West matchup, the Rams and the Seahawks. Let's go to that page right here. Take a look at that point spread for Seattle and Los Angeles here. Let's see. All right, Seahawks. Seahawks are picked by 6.5. 6.5. And Flynn, now Flynn's got the Seahawks with the win, but he's got the Rams with the points. He's got Seahawks winning 24-20.
Nice.
And actually, Seahawks winning by a score of 30-21.
Wow.
So who do you got?
Yeah, this one I think is going to be pretty close. Seahawks are barely hanging on. It's a 3-team race for that final 7th seed. It's between the Seahawks, the Lions, and the Packers. In order for the Seahawks to get in, they need to win and have the Packers lose. What's strange about this one is if the Seahawks win this game, the Lions will be eliminated before they even play. So that's the whole gamble about the Sunday Night Football thing. But as far as this game we're talking about right now, Seahawks and Rams, I do have the Seahawks winning, but the Rams covering. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks to win 23-21.
Okay, so I got a score of 23-21. Who you got? The Seahawks?
Yep. Yeah, Seahawks winning 23-21. Seahawks win, Rams cover.
I think he said Seahawks there. Seahawks with the win and Rams with the cover, says the tally.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now we go to what will be my game. It's the Dallas Cowboys against the Washington Commanders, playing in DC. Of course, Cowboys are still trying to get the number 1 seed here. Right now, all right, Cowboys 7 in this one. According to Flynn, he's got the Cowboys winning and covering by a score 37-19. What do you say on this one?
Yeah, Cowboys still have a shot at the number 1 seed, but it's going to be a hard path. They need to win.
Yeah.
Not only win, but they also need the Niners to lose and the Eagles to lose. While the losing scenario, I think, is highly unlikely, the Cowboys are still going to win this one fairly easily. I mean, Commanders are eliminated. They have nothing to play for. So give me Cowboys to win, convincing fashion, 32-21.
All righty. Yeah. Cowboys really don't have much to lose or much to gain either. There's no way the Giants are going to beat the Eagles. There's no way the Cardinals are going to beat the 49ers. So it looks like the Cowboys will pretty much have the number 5 seed locked up. And most likely, first round of the playoffs, they will be traveling to most likely Tampa Bay, where the Cowboys will be facing the one quarterback they've never beaten, Tom Brady. And there's been a lot of talk this week about if the Cowboys should sit their starters. I'm one of the very few people that actually say yes.
I actually agree with you. It's highly unlikely. Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, I say they must rest Dak. They must rest Zeke, the starters, because you got to get them ready for Tom Brady, because Tom Brady's going to be ready. So I would say sit the starters.
Right.
But either way, I'm going with my Cowboys by a score of 33-20. And then the final game of the 2022 regular season, Sunday Night Football, big NFC North division here. It's the Detroit Lions, and for the Packers, if they win, they get in.
Yeah.
And as you said earlier, Natalia, the Detroit Lions may not have a playoff spot by the time this game starts.
Yep. All depends on the result of the
let's
Seahawks
take a
and
look
Rams.
at the line on this one. That's right. Green Bay is picked by 4.5.
Ooh, 4.5.
And Flynn's got the Packers winning and covering by a score of 27-20. I've got the Packers winning and covering by a score of 30-24. And you got?
Yeah. Packers have had a remarkable turnaround. I think that at one point they were 4-8. They're on a bit of a hot streak now. Won about 4 or 5 in a row. And I think this is going to continue. While I do have the Packers winning, I actually have the Lions covering this one. I think this game is going to be a shootout. It's going to be a bit of a slugfest. This game has my highest combined point total. I have the Packers winning just barely, though, 32-30.
Wow. Ooh, that's a squeaker right there. So, boy, that's going to be very interesting right there.
Yeah.
But I guess that's going to do it for our pick. But we do have a little bit of That's right. We had our league championship game,
Yeah.
uh, and it was the matchup was going pretty good. I wasn't just paying attention to the games; I was paying attention to John Flynn's matchup with. Uh, Actually, I was told by search of the regular season all the way up to our finals. He was in the finals against Flynn. It all came down to the Monday night game, Bills and Bengals, and I believe John Flynn said he only needed like 7 points from Stephon Diggs to
Mm-hmm.
take the championship. And then, as we all know, just 6 minutes into the game, that's when everything stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was talking about this with Natalie before the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just telling him if it were up to me, if I were the commissioner of the league, because of what happened Monday, I would actually name our two finalists for our championship. I would name them co-champions, even though it says
Yeah.
in some places that one would be the winner,
Mm-hmm.
and in another places the other person would be the winner. So because of that, I would name co-champions.
Yeah. I'm doing just that. While it won't be recognized on the app, we will acknowledge it right here. Both of them are co-champions this year. Even though the app won't recognize it, we certainly are.
I think it's probably the only fair thing to do
Yes.
because of this circumstance that would be on anyone's control.
Yeah.
And I know one of the guys when he heard about this, he said although it'd be okay, but he didn't want to win a championship like this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the other one probably wouldn't as well.
Yeah.
But I
I'm
think
sure if the
we
shoe
will
was
go
on the other foot,
ahead.
Flynn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was gonna say, if the shoe was on the
Right.
other foot, I'm
So
sure Flynn would feel the same way.
yeah. So we will go
Yeah.
ahead and name
But
them
yeah. But yeah. Fortunately,
co-champions of our league.
say yeah. Fortunately for those of you who go along all season long, probably don't have to worry about it. Yeah, those are maybe some leagues are go the full way week 18. But unfortunately, we don't do that here because I think that's just insane. But yeah, those of you guys who do week 18 go all the way through, you guys are freaks. But we love you just the same.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. We have.
if you guys for some odd reason happen to have any fantasy questions for week 18 or have fantasy questions for the future, feel free to send them here, and we'll answer them if time permitting. We'll probably only be here for a few more minutes though.
Yeah. So. So next week we'll all be talking about the NFL playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
the
And,
road
and,
to
and
Super Bowl 57,
yeah,
and
we'll
I
all.
think
Mhm. Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead. Go
think
ahead.
and I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
that after this Sunday or maybe sometime during Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
we'll start the annual tradition of head coach musical chairs because I'm pretty sure there may be at least maybe two or three coaches that will be fired. I mean, we've already had what I think two lose their jobs during the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's in my off-season blueprint.
Yeah, and we'll be talking about that. making our predictions for a wild card weekend for our next show, and
yeah,
getting ready for the playoffs.
yeah. We can also can compare what our original Super Bowl prediction was and see if we want to change it. We could potentially do that too.
I believe I still have my notes somewhere for that when
Yeah.
we made our predictions at the beginning of the season as to how our teams would finish as far as the seedings for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Compare that to what we have now or what we will have after Sunday.
Yeah, I got my paperwork for that day.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see how that looks here, but I really don't have anything much left here on my side. What about you?
Well, let's see. Wait, did you have like the? Well, if do you have the ESPN like app up there? That way we could see the results.
Yeah. Let's
pull that
go
out.
ahead and show everybody.
Yep. We'll show everybody. Do the final recap and stuff like that. Yeah. To see who finished in what positions and whatnot.
Yeah, let's go. Right. Let's go ahead. Let me get the scoreboard up here as soon as it's loading.
Uh-huh. Oh, bless you.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I think this is the screen that we want to present here. Let's go ahead and get that.
Bless you.
At the bottom of the screen, since we get this, so that I get the screen up there, let's start at the bottom where our friend Irene took down Adam Oliver by a score of 181.88 to 80.92. Irene has some good points from Tom Brady, Chris McCaffrey, and Dalton Schultz on that one. Alex Putnam defeated Nick Dennison by a score of 169.28 to 72.3. We had a tally finishing 7-7. 141.48 to 104.8 over Dino, who was pretty much the number 2 seed. And then we had I took the victory over Casey by a score of 111.3 to 85.4.
Yeah, that makes you the champion of the winner's consolation bracket.
So at least I can hang my hat on that.
Yes.
And in our championship matchup, which was sadly interrupted, this is what the records will show. The records will show that our friend Mr. St. Clair won by a score of 116.54 to 110.5. Good numbers from the Jacksonville defense and Cam Akers and George Kittle. I'm glad to see George Kittle back playing as good as he ever has. This is what the records will show.
Yep. And then we still got the final playoff results in the corner there.
Commissioner that both of these men are the league champions.
So, and then there's some. Let's see what that is. Final playoff results in the corner. That might be something worth looking at. The far right-hand corner there. Let's see what that says.
Yes, and of course that will should.
Yeah, that should show our overall rankings. Yeah, there's the stats. Even though it says Andrew won, we're acknowledging that they're co-champions. And there's the final standings.
Hello. Final standings. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. There's the rankings.
Georgia
1
Crushers
through
finish 1 through 10. So I guess next year, of course, Natalie, you've got the administrative power since you are the commissioner of this league. If you want to have Adam get the first pick in next year's draft.
Yeah, more than likely. I'll probably do the same tradition. The descending order of how we finished. So bottom to top, probably Adam first, then Irene, then Nick, then so on.
And then, of course, if you decide to maybe expand it to 12 teams instead of 10,
yeah,
then the newcomers would start first, and then Adam, and then go up.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Very strong possibility. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if will be anyone interested in joining the league sometime next season.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's been a good season, despite the fact that it ended the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed myself. Where did I finish? I finished the number 5 position, which, hey, not too shabby.
Yeah, middle of the pack.
I mean, last previous times, yeah, middle of the pack. I did pretty good.
Pretty good, because considering you got the final playoff spot, you're the AFC coming in, I believe. 4-7.
I believe I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the way our season finished. But of course, we still got week 18 for the NFL, getting ready for the playoffs, and of course we'll be here every Friday night all the way up to Super Bowl 57 over in Glendale, Arizona.
Oh yeah.
So I guess I don't have anything else. Natalie, you got anything?
Yeah, I just want to say, thank you, Tim. It's been an amazing season. Yeah, we had a great season. Thank you for doing everything on the computer here, showing the audience everything. And want to thank our viewers for sending us their fantasy questions all season long. It was a pleasure answering them.
Definitely.
We look forward to answering any off-season questions you might have, or any future questions. We'll definitely be looking forward to 2023. This was an amazing season.
Yeah.
Like I said, those of you who have week 18 games in your fantasy, you guys are freaks, but we still love you just the same. So don't forget that. Feel free to submit those fantasy questions. We're definitely looking forward to this off season. Just because this was the last fantasy show for the season doesn't mean that this is over. Like Tim said, we'll go straight into the playoffs and all the way through the Super Bowl, and we'll have content during the whole off season. We'll probably have 1 or 2 shows a month during the off season. We got lots of stuff to talk about. You guys don't want to miss it.
Yeah, because just because the season is over, the business of the NFL goes on all year long.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what about you, Tim? What are your final words to close out as far as the fantasy season goes, at least?
It's been very interesting, very exciting. Once again, to have John Natalie as our commissioner, done a great job again.
Thank you.
I want to, and I'm going to go ahead and say, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Let's do it again, buddy.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Well, once again, I hope you guys have fun, enjoy watching the games. Final week of the season. Playoff spots will be taken. Some head coaches may get their pink slips, but that's just how it goes on with the final week of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, before we go, once again, send our love, our prayers, and our support to Damar Hamlin.
Yeah. Best wishes.
As I said, he's getting a little better,
Mm-hmm.
but he still needs our prayers. He still needs our support.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it seems like America has really answered with that GoFundMe campaign he's got.
That's right.
Hopefully he'll be all right. Hopefully he'll be very good. Prayers to him, to his friends, to his family, and to the entire Bills organization, and to all those crazy, lovable Bills fans out there, the Bills Mafia. We're praying for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So,
we are. Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's it, then I think we'll go ahead and wrap up this show. We will be back here next Friday night at this time. We will look forward to talking about week 1 of the playoffs.
Yay.
What's that? I thought I just heard his voice in my head. I thought I heard Jim Moore. I thought I heard Jim Moore going, playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, we can now.
No, we're going to talk about it, and we hope you'll join us next week.
Next week.
On behalf of our commissioner, John Natale, our good friend, John Flynn, the host of Hooked on Sports, and on behalf of our technical director, Irene Namer, everybody who played in our league, and all you fantasy players out there, thanks for joining us this season. But like I said, we're back next week. Till then, my name's Tim McClellan. And as always, goodbye, good night, God bless you, be a good sport, get well soon tomorrow. See ya.